Some say customization is a thing of the past. But after 20 years in this business, we're still standing. Never giving up. Always moving forward. As the industry has changed, we've advanced. It's about thinking outside the box and redesigning the wheel. Striving for perfection, even in the smallest details. Innovation instead of imitation. Always looking forward, but never forgetting where we came from. It's about hard work and dedication, making the impossible look simple. Some say customization is a thing of the past. I say it's the future. We are West Coast Custom.
So I just got a call from a company called Nest. What the? Okay, that's better. So Nest is a company that makes actual thermostats that you can control from your phone, which is pretty cool. That's something we definitely need here at the shop because people leave the AC on, they leave the heat on. They're about to launch a new product called Nest Protect, which is actually a smart smoke detector, and they want to do a build around it. So they're going to come down to the shop, we're going to sit down and figure out what it is they want to build. Hey guys.
Hi.
Hey. You made it.
Did.
Made it. Hey Ryan, how are you?
Good.
Good to be alive.
Yeah.
We take the unloved products in all of our homes, products that haven't been thought about for 40 and 50 years, and we reimagine them for today.
So let's go sit down and talk about what this build's all really about.
Yeah, let's do it.
Most recently, we've launched Nest Protect, which is a smoke and CO alarm for your home.
One of the biggest frustrations with smoke detectors is the battery beeping.
So
And when
you've
you have
had that
mo-
experience before.
Yeah, for sure. It's happened to me in my house, now it happens to me in my office.
It's funny you
but-
should say that. We pulled a little prank on you last night. Actually, we put some dead batteries in your smoke alarm. And yeah, no, we have a
That
little
makes
fun
a
there.
little sense.
Just so you can remember what that screech is and what that's all about.
It doesn't leave my head, that's for sure.
We've all experienced it, right? You get that chirping, you don't know where it is.
So
it's
annoying.
3 in the morning at the worst possible time.
It only happens in the middle of the
Yeah.
night for some reason. I noticed that. Yeah. And when you get to work.
Yeah. That's one of the reasons we created Nest Protect is we think that safety should not be annoying like that.
So there's a few key differences between Nest Protect and a typical smoke alarm. One of them is the fact that we do voice cues so that you're not running around trying to figure out what the beep means. Nest Protect will give you a voice cue of heads up, there's smoke in the kitchen, or emergency, there's carbon monoxide in the hallway, get to fresh air.
Popcorn burns, smoke alarm starts going off. What do we typically do? We grab a dish towel, we start waving it, we open windows.
Yeah.
Well, the Nest Protect is much more friendly than that. It doesn't yell and scream at you, it gives you information. It actually glows yellow and gives you a friendly heads up. Tells you the room the problem's in. It tells you to your phone and it tells you in audio.
And it's so forward thinking.
So what better vehicle to bring this to life than a fire truck?
Right.
Everybody loves a fire truck. It's definitely one of the things that you think about with fire safety. We've actually purchased a fire truck and it's on its way down here.
Nice.
So what we would love for you guys to do is build us a Nest Protect fire truck.
Sweet. So we'll do it the Nest Blue.
And it'd be fun to maybe have one side of the fire truck be about Nest Protect. And the other side, let's do some fire safety. Kids love fire trucks. Lots of kids want to be firemen and women when they're older.
And then separate the two areas and then have something in the back that draws people.
Absolutely.
We
Big
have great
screen.
video content and things that really walk through all the great features with Nest
Yeah,
Protect.
we're ready.
Awesome.
Great.
Beautiful.
Thank you, guys.
Thank you. Thanks,
for
Ryan.
making the
Appreciate
trip.
it.
Thank you.
Appreciate
yeah,
it.
I'm excited.
Finally get to build a fire truck. So at an interesting meeting, this device is something that we all need. Kenny's gonna be a little frustrated with me because it is a fire truck and it is 45 days. But look, we've done worse in the past. This one will be all right. So Jeff, I'm here to interrupt you.
Hey, what's this one?
This one is for a company called Nest.
Nest.
So they have a new product that they're bringing out. You know, smoke detectors, carbon monoxide sensors, all that stuff will come to your phone. So they want to do a fire truck.
Yeah, okay.
They want to do some actual stations in it where they could show the product being used. So imagine a fire truck not red, but like Nest colors. They're going to send us the fire truck and then we'll tear it apart.
There's a lot of stuff to tear out.
There's a lot of room though. Basically, Jeff, on the outside of it, we want to do the entertainment center in the back and then these chambers on the side. When you look at their brand, that's what it is, simple, clean, and it's functionable. That's what we need to create for them. Thank you, sir.
All right.
It's always a pleasure.
No
Sorry
problem.
to interrupt.
I just met with Ryan about the next builds. It should be a pretty cool build with some cool technology built into it.
They're getting the fire truck right now. You know, this build doesn't have a lot of moving parts and all this, you know, craziness that we've had to do on some of these big builds that we brought in here. But this build is gonna be cool. So Jeff finished the rendering, turned out amazing. I mean, who doesn't want a fire truck in their shop? We've always wanted to build one. I think the guys seeing it come into the shop are gonna be really excited about it. So my next step is take this rendering downstairs, go meet with Kenny and the crew, figure out how we're gonna build it.
All aboard, Captain.
You look good.
Need my hats and suspenders? Are you good to go?
I've never been in a fire truck before.
WCC.
Attention, attention. This was just a drill. But we need Esteban, Arturo, Ish, we need Carlos, and we need Ochoa to please report to the fire truck immediately.
Like the fire table.
Damn, just post it up. Come on, guys. Ready for this one? So, the company is Nest. They're now coming out with a smoke detector that will alert you when the battery's low. And then also if your house is burning down, it'll send you a message, hey, your house is burning down. Don't go home.
As you're walking down.
That's a lot of cool technology.
Basically, we're building our different chambers on how this thing works. We're demoing the product in 2 different showcases, and then a third place is gonna be the product placement over here, which will be another door with all the product inside there. The interior, we're gonna do the same thing. We'll basically do it all out in Nest colors. We're gonna keep the front seats the same. Third seat will be the same, but just gonna change the middle out to a bench.
But the hardest part, Arturo, you're gonna have to put this surfacing crew on this bad boy, because we're not wrapping it, we're painting it.
But our biggest complication is gonna be is building the electronic system to actually make all this stuff work.
Good luck
So-
to you guys.
I'll leave it to you this time.
But I think the first step is get it broken down.
Yeah.
You guys got it? Let's do it. Ultimately, having a fire truck in the shop that we're gonna customize to make it a mobile marketing vehicle for them. Never done it before. It's just gonna be another notch in our belt. Sound the alarm because West Coast Customs is building a fire truck. The first step will be to tear it down and frame it in, complete with a flat screen TV, seismic speakers, and a DJ setup in the back. On the passenger side, we're going to create 2 chambers to highlight the Nest Protects. One will fill with smoke, and the other will show how Nest Protects lights the way. We'll also create a compartment to hold their merchandise. All of this will be protected by ROM roll-up doors. Then it's time for paint. We're going to turn the body blue and add a silver stripe with the Nest logos in white. For shade, we're going to add a motorized awning and a custom Nest grill to really complete the exterior. We're going to keep the interior simple and nice. Black and gray seats with blue piping, wood floors, and a small bench and couch will complete the back. Never fear, because West Coast Customs and Nest are here.
So when it comes to building this fire truck, the client actually wanted a ton of storage inside of it. To get that, we actually had to take out 2 layers of floors. Their first layer is actually where the hoses and ladders sat. The second layer, we found out if we pulled it out, there's a 500-gallon water tank underneath it. So we got to get the forklift and get it pulled out. So now we got the fire truck pretty much torn down. Our biggest thing is to start building it. So on this side of the fire truck is really pretty simple. Inside the cabinets, they want wood all around it on the exterior of the build, which is inside the cabinets on the top and the sides. But on the other side is where it all comes to play. This side of the fire truck, this is where the magic really happens. In the back half here, we're actually building 2 chambers. This chamber here is gonna be basically a daytime chamber. When you push a button, it's actually gonna turn dark. And here's gonna be some storage. And this one's actually another chamber, which would be a smoke chamber, which when you push a button, the smoke will rise, the fire alarm will tell you, hey, you gotta get out of the house, or what it's gonna do, and it's gonna change its colors. So this would be like a 6-foot by 8-foot big storage cabinet with all doors on it. Once you get that all said and done, you get the guys over here, start framing it up, and get this thing built.
Okay, so what I'm building right now is the primary storage compartment. I'm using 3x3 square inch tubing, 1/8 wall. It's gonna be a roll-up, almost like a garage door. You're gonna be able to lock it up and store all their equipment inside. So right now I'm just doing the basic framing, and after that I'll go ahead and close it up and start figuring out the hinges for the actual rolling door. Okay, so now that it's all tacked in place, the next step is weld it all together. So let's do it. So I think it's welded pretty good. That's how I do it.
Coming up on West Coast Customs. So I'm here at Home Depot with my trusty list. Since this is a big build, I won't even tell you what the application's for. You'll not believe me. The fabrication's just about done, and the next step is for me to meet with Ish, go over this interior.
Bring it on.
One of Nest's big partners is Home Depot. It's pretty cool because Home Depot is something that we use every day. There's a lot of products that we're gonna need, but one of the biggest things is the electric awning that we need. So I'm gonna go over there and meet with one of the Home Depot representatives and see if I can find something. So I'm here at Home Depot with my trusty list. Since this is a big build, there's a lot of stuff that we need for it. Chose to come to Home Depot, they always have everything. One of the biggest things we need is this electronic awning. Hopefully somebody inside can help me out. So I'm gonna go in and check it out. You wanna come with me? No?
How you doing, sir?
Good.
What can I help you find today?
How you doing? I think I found everything, but one of my main things is these motorized awnings.
Oh,
You
okay.
guys have anything like that?
Yeah, we can definitely order it on HomeDepot.com.
Okay.
We can take you down to the kiosk and we can check it out.
Let's check it out.
Brian brought a list of a whole bunch of stuff. We have most of it here, except for one particular item, which was an awning. Besides all the products that we have here in stock, we can also order thousands more through HomeDepot.com.
One of the biggest things, though, it has got to be 8 foot wide.
Okay, well, we have a OnTech 8-foot here, full cassette, left motor with remote retractable awning with the 84-inch projection, so it sticks out pretty far.
Okay. Yeah, it's going on the side of a fire truck.
Really? All right. We can do here is order it and have it shipped to your shop.
Okay.
We can
Cool.
definitely do that.
So since you're delivering that, do you think you could deliver this whole list?
Most definitely. It's doable.
Cool. Thank you
We'll
very
get it
much,
done.
man.
All right,
Appreciate
no
it.
problem.
Pretty successful day here at Home Depot shopping. One of the biggest things for this build is the electric awning that we need for the side. When the guys helped me out, we went to HomeDepot.com. They found one that worked out perfect. They're gonna ship it here to the store, put all my other stuff together, and then get it off to the shop. So the Nest build's going really well. The fabrication's just about done. Now we can get it over to the body shop, and the next step really is for me to meet with Ish, go over what we're gonna do to this interior. What's up, Ish? Here's another one for you, buddy.
Yep.
So we got a little bit of a challenge because it's not going to be the authentic fire truck. It's going to be a Nest fire truck.
I don't understand that. Just
Yeah.
tell me what I need to do.
So what you need to do is an interior.
Yeah, I understand that better.
So basically, we're going to do a bench. This is the bench facing backwards. This will be facing forward. You know, bluish on the wall, hardwood floors, black carpet. You know, keep it simple. This one isn't, you know, really crazy. It's got to feel clean, nice,
My home?
like a house,
Okay.
like your nest, your nesting quarters.
It's gonna be black and blue?
Yeah, use their Nest Blue. I'll get you that Pantone for that. And then there's some silver, so maybe you kind of integrate those three colors together. Hardwood floor. It's just got to feel when you get in there just clean, you know, nice.
Okay.
They just want it to look good.
I'll make it look good.
I'll have the guys start fabbing this up, and then from there, we just got to strip it out and do like the main seats that are in there. Get it done. Cool?
Ain't no big deal.
It's always simple. See, it's always too easy for you. I got to bring you something a little bit harder. So I just met with Ish. This project's a little different than the normal project I bring to him. This is a fire truck. The fab guys are gonna fab up a bench real quick. We gotta use the Nest colors. They're gonna let him do what he does best, put some wood floors down, and we should be good to go.
Ryan and I, we just talk about the fire truck. You know, like always, for him, everything is simple and easy. Just two benches, one on the front, one on the back, but he never mentioned the headliner, the dashboard, steering wheel, the front carpet. It's a wood floor. Yeah, on the back, what about the front? The next person that I need to speak with is Kenny, you know, because from Ryan to Kenny is a mile difference. Ryan is easy, simple, but when I get to Kenny, Kenny's like, we have to do this, that, I'm gonna get rid of that, and I'm gonna build this and that and that. So I know what I'm expecting from Kenny. But this is what I'm here for. I'm not afraid, so bring it on.
So the next step on this build is definitely the entertainment center. Since this build is going out to different venues, they want to get people around it. You know, having a TV monitor with a whole entertainment center that's going to show the product in use, that's a good draw for the crowd. Esteban's going to build the frame right now, get the TV in there, and then hopefully we can get this thing off to the body shop.
So the biggest thing on bonding this material of the vehicle is prep. You know, without the correct preparation and the bonding, it's never gonna bond too well. So what we gotta do is actually grind the material down with like a 24 grit, so actually create a little bit of bond, which is like a little teeth marks that are biting into it. And then after that, try to get all the wax and grease off the part. So once we clean the fire truck and clean the parts up, the next thing is get it bonded.
Coming up on West Coast Customs. Because we don't have a lot of time, we're gonna paint it in halves.
From fire engine red to Nest blue.
Do that half, flip it around. Hopefully the lines will match up.
The next step is installing the sliding up doors.
The fire truck's moving along well. The fabrication is just about complete for all the chambers. Now it's time to get it over to the body shop.
Now that the fire truck is all prepped, DA'd down, and the fabrication is on its way, the next thing is get in the body shop and get it primered. That's how you drive a fire truck.
So now that the main fabrication is done, the next step is really doing all the closeouts. So what Esteban's gonna do is bend some diamond plate for the edges, do the flat panels here, and then get it ready for paint.
So on this build, the customer really wanted a whole entire sound system. Audio, video, everything. So we have a big TV on the back, but also we need the whole entertainment system. Steve from Sidemic Audio really came through. Gave us a set of speakers, a mixing board, and a mic, so we can get in this fire truck. So the next thing you do is get it mounted and get them in the truck.
Now that the fire truck's in final prime, the next step is get it in here and get it ready for paint. Since typically we would put it in our spray booth or we'd go off-site and borrow somebody's spray booth, this time, because we don't have a lot of time, we're gonna paint it in sections. We're gonna spray down the Nest blue first, then come back with a white stripe, but we're gonna do the fire truck in halves. So we're gonna pull it in, do that half, flip it around, do the other half. Hopefully, at the end of the day, both paints will match up, the lines will match up, and this paint job will be good to go.
Now it's time to take this truck from fire engine red to Nest blue. Now that the diamond plate is already bent and folded, now it's time to get a bond on the vehicle and start painting the back end.
Now that we have all the closouts done, the next step is actually installing the ROM sliding up doors. Right now, Kenny and I are setting up the tracks. Our top track is already installed right now. And now we're gonna start running up the actual door, and then the front tracks, and then the pulling mechanism. So let's try it. Just like that, eh? That's how we do it. Fast!
When we first started with the fire truck and they took the fire truck apart, there was a massive body harness that controlled all the electronics, mainly lighting, all of the gauges, everything that came out of the fire truck. Any electronics, basically from the front to the back, was controlled by a harness that was essentially running through all of these cabinets. And in order for these cabinets to be here, that wire harness had to be relocated. So I cut it in a couple of different spots, extended and labeled all of the wires, and I'm actually at my last junction right now, where I have to splice the last set of wires together so that all of our lights and other electronics will work. I'm using a butt connector that when you heat it up, it solders and heat shrinks it. Works just as well as solder, but in a situation like this is much faster, and it adds a little bit of rigidity. Is that a word? Rigidity.
Coming up on West Coast Customs. How's this thing coming? Did the awning show up?
They just arrived.
What a difference that makes. Well, there's a lot of little things, and the little things always take a lot of time.
I'm gonna do it on pieces, so that way I can do it quicker and faster.
Now that the interior is fully stripped out of here and is prepped and ready to go, it's really time to add some life into it. So we're gonna lay down some wood floors to really bring that home feel in here and comfortableness. We're gonna build a bench back here with the fab team, and then Ishmael's working his magic on the front seats. So soon, this thing's gonna be pretty Nest. So the fire truck's moving along well. The front end's painted, all the fabrication is done on the chambers. Now I'm gonna get with Kenny and see what's left.
A boatload of fabrication done already.
Wow.
Obviously, ROM really came through with these things.
And they lock?
Yeah, basically have the tabs here, and then they pull, and they open.
Did the awning show up?
Yeah, they just arrived,
Okay.
and then we have all the brackets ready to go, so now we can actually mount them.
What about the TV stuff? How's that going?
The TV's good, 60-inch flat screen. We still got to cut the borders.
Cool. How's this side coming?
Not good. We've already modified all the doors, backing, so all the doors are already painted.
And that blue is amazing. It's like when you see a blue fire truck, it's like, what?
This is all going silver inside, and the boxes go silver, and then the other side goes charcoal, and one goes gray. So they just get the last brackets up, and then flip this thing around and get back in the spray booth and get it painted.
Cool. Are they doing anything on the top?
No, this is all for storage.
Yeah, that's
basically
what I
the whole
thought.
thing was built for storage, so.
That's cool. It's smart. So it looks good. You think they're really gonna drive it?
We have to. How you can get from one place to another?
We build all these awesome masterpieces and they always trailer them. This one's gonna be built to drive though. This is cool. So I just met with Kenny. He showed me all the fabrication, all the stuff that's been done. The diamond plate, I think, makes a huge, huge difference. The blue looks amazing. I mean, we're pretty close to being done. I mean, I know there's a lot of little things and the little things always take a lot of time, but I'm pretty confident on this one. And I like it because they can get in this vehicle and drive it across country, set it up and be ready to rock and roll.
Now that the irons are here, time to cut them open and get them through the truck. Seals just like this. Daddy, let's go to the beach.
Wow, you got sand? Oh.
Oh.
It's quiet too, huh?
Dope.
It's all self-contained. Good game. What a difference that makes.
Huge. No, that's a nice freaking curtain.
Now that the front half of the fire truck is painted, we turned it around, we're painting the back half. From there, we're gonna put it in final assembly and get this fire truck on the road. Boom!
You know, Ryan just texted me last night. He said that the fire truck has to be done tomorrow. So I only have 2 days to do it, which I ain't got no problem with it. It will be done. What I'm doing right now is the headliner, but it's a huge headliner, so what I'm gonna do it on pieces. First, I'm gonna cut the side pieces, wrap them, put them back on the truck, and then I'm gonna cut my centerpiece, you know, so that way I can do it quicker and faster, which is the same, it's faster. It's all good on the hood, okay?
So now we got the blue paint on. The next step is to paint the silver. So what we have to do is lay out the stripes on the fire truck to get exactly straight lines, which is not the easiest part. So we're actually use a straight edge, and we're gonna lay out some lines out, and then pull some tapes, and put some fine line tape down for that, and then get the thing painted. And then we'll take that same distance there, project it to the front.
So we need to add some branding to the Nest fire truck. I have the artwork, it's all sized out, ready to go. Gotta send it to the plotter, create a paint mask, give it to the painters. Voila, Nest fire truck.
final piece of the puzzle.
Homeboy. Like nothing. I can do 30 plus.
Freaking comedians.
Coming up on West Coast Customs.
Now it's time to get it into final assembly so we get this thing on the road.
We got each compartment wired up. Now it's just time for Jeff to wire up his modules.
Each one of the chambers displays a different demo.
So all the paintwork's completed on the fire truck. The blue is laid down, the silver stripe is done, the chambers are built. Now it's time to get it into final assembly so we get this thing on the road.
It looks amazing. Now it's time to get out of here. That's how you freaking parallel park a fire truck.
So we almost there with the interior. Carlos and Mario are working on the headliner. The seats are done and already installed. You know, this truck is looking good, and so am I. Hasta la vista. Ay, wait, that was a big one. God.
So over halfway done with the build, but the majority of the parts that really need to get done are electronics. So Manuel Ochoa's over there trying to finish out all the glass and get all electronics in the walls. And then we got the back, we got the stereo, the TV bracing to get done. For this side, we just got a couple doors to hang. Next thing to do is get it out of here.
Okay, so the next step on the fire truck is doing 2 demo tables. What I'm using is 2x2 square tubing, aluminum 1/8 wall. It's pretty simple, just cutting some pieces, welding together, and at the end, we're just gonna put bond a piece of aluminum on the side to cover it. Nothing hard, so let's do it.
Got a call from Kenny. They're working on the Nest fire truck. Carlos ran the wiring in the vehicle for each one of the chambers. Each one of the chambers displays a different demo for what the Nest can provide as far as protection. Had to create a module that will interface to the Nest unit and the buttons on the outside of the vehicle. We wanted the Nest to functionally work, so it'll turn on the fog machine, turn on the fan, turn on the lighting, and it will display the audio and the visuals as it would be in your house. Next step is to take the harness and the controller that I made, install it in the vehicle, and then get the truck out of here.
Warriors, come out and play.
So I just finished running all these wires in the Nest vehicle. We got the amplifier audio system in the back wired up. We got the taillights, headlights, each compartment wired up. Now it's just time for Jeff to wire up his modules and make this thing work. So in the back of the Nest vehicle, we have seismic audio, 2,000-watt amplifier, seismic audio mixer, seismic audio speakers, PA speakers. Everything's all wired up. Now it's just time to test it out and get it on the road.
Coming up on West Coast Customs.
Smoke is in the house.
That is sick. Get this thing pulled out. It's nest time.
That's awesome.
This is a fun one. So when you hit the button,
Heads up.
so we're doing a build for a company called Nest. They want us to build a fire truck to promote their new product called Nest Protects, which is actually a smoke detector that's smart. So I sat with Jeff and came up with a cool fire truck rendering. Then it was time to get the truck in the shop. So there's a ton of fabrication and cutting to do on this. We had to build 2 chambers to display their product. Because this truck was so big, we had to paint it in sections. So we painted the front, and then we turned it around and painted the back. Ish worked his magic on the interior, and Jeff, Wes, and Carlos did their thing on the chambers, the TV, and a DJ system. So we installed 2 motorized awnings for shade, and then ROM doors to really protect all the product. I'm gonna get with Kenny, double check that everything's working properly, and then it's off to the reveal.
Want to pull some magic?
I wanna see the smoke detector.
Smoke is in the house. Take a deep breath.
Are you sure?
Heads up. There's smoke in the kitchen.
Oh, what?
So the smoke
Heads
comes
up.
out of there,
There's smoke
and then you
in
got
the
that to
kitchen.
suck it out when it's done?
Getting worse.
Listen. Sucks it out, you vents it, and then you can go back and restage it.
That is sick.
Yeah. So once it goes down in position,
And then lights
go
turn
back up.
Smoke is clearing in the kitchen.
I like her
on.
voice. She's very calm. It sounds nice,
Hey, it's
right?
okay, there's a fire.
It's okay, your house is burning down.
And the second one is
Emergency. There's carbon monoxide in the living room.
dope, huh?
Wow. Good game, Kenny. Good game. So I just came in, checked in with Kenny. I mean, every time I come down here, there's something new done to this vehicle. What it really does for the product, it really puts it all together. I mean, this is an amazing product. I think this vehicle is gonna be amazing to really showcase it. Now the next step is button up the last couple things and get it on the road. Get this thing pulled out. It's nest time. So I'm here in beautiful Sunnyvale, California, about to walk into Home Depot, grab Doug and Zaz, and show them this fire truck. Hey, guys.
Hey, how are you, Ryan? Good to see you.
Good to see you.
Good to see you, Ryan.
Hi.
Hi, Marika.
Nice to meet you. Display looks good.
Pretty
Yeah,
cool,
what do you
right?
think?
Doesn't it look pretty good?
It's clean and simple to the point. That's nice.
That's
but
where we're going?
I got a better display.
Oh,
Moving
yeah?
display.
Here? Yeah,
Okay,
let's
ready?
go.
All right, let me.
Hi, welcome to Nest. Whoa.
Yeah?
That's awesome.
Nice work.
You're not gonna forget that.
So right here we have the first compartment. This is really for the storage
Nice.
and some product.
cool.
Huh? But really, these are where it's at. All right, here's the fun part.
Yeah, you guys did this.
Nice.
Beautiful. So this is Nightly Promise and Pathlight.
Nice.
Wow, that's killer. That's great. So this is a smoke
But-
chamber, right? This
Yeah,
is-
and we did the buttons.
The colors are perfect.
Yeah, the customers can play with it and really see everything working.
This was the tough one, right?
This is a fun one. So when you hit the button, it blows the smoke in, and then you can see what happens next. Added
Oh, the speakers
feature.
are great.
Yeah.
Heads up. There's smoke in the kitchen.
That's awesome.
Heads up. It's getting worse.
I think they did an incredible job. We wanted to retain the authenticity of this great big fire truck, but then turn it into a Nest vehicle and really demonstrate all the great features that are on Nest Protect. And these demo chambers I love. I mean, that was one of the toughest challenges on the project, and the team did really an incredible job.
When people see the chambers, I think it's going to get the point across as to how the product works. It's definitely going to bring in a lot of traffic.
Then we did an awning over it, so this
Yeah.
the sun issue that we're having right here.
Yeah. Oh, this is great. Because then we can build stuff out here and
It's very simple.
Nice.
But
Yeah,
let's
it's
go to the
beautiful.
back.
All
This
right,
is
let's
where
do
the
that.
fun is. You know, we did the TV, so it's flushed in there. You guys can play video, content, whatever
Yeah.
on it. We did
Fantastic.
speakers built in the
Speakers are on
side
there.
here. And then
Awesome.
this is where all the equipment is. There's
Oh,
DJ
sweet.
equipment.
That's great.
And now let's talk about the educational.
fire safety.
Yeah, so we got, we kind of kept this all original feeling. So we have the jackets and the hats and everything in here.
Kids.
That'll
that's
be
great.
fun for kids to play with.
Awesome.
I can see it.
Does it work?
Yeah.
Captain
What do
Sweeney.
you think, Brian?
I like it. And then these cabinets for the pictures, actually. This is the printer in here.
Great, you set that up.
Oh, great.
Oh, that's awesome.
Prints out the pictures.
Hashtag Nest Fire Truck. So
Like
you can just
that?
print out photos right here off your smartphone.
Totally. And you could put them up there if you wanted to, however you want to
Oh,
end up
nice.
doing that. And then this is all original.
Yep,
You know, we
original.
just polished it out, made it look clean.
The truck is amazing. I was totally surprised. Branding looks awesome. We have product integration, fire safety education. It's definitely going to draw attention when it's out in the street, so couldn't be happier.
I think Doug likes
That's a
this
real
one,
belt.
right? You know, typically in fire trucks, they're pretty basic.
Yeah.
This one, we had the West Coast flavor to it.
Nice job.
And keep the Nest
I like the
colors.
blue.
Beautiful
still
wood
in there.
floors.
And then my favorite part
Yeah.
is this grill. You know, it just
Oh, wow.
it sets the statement when it pulls
It's a
up.
Nest Protect.
Oh, that's beautiful.
That's beautiful.
It just is powerful when it
Absolutely.
pulls up.
My favorite part, honestly, is Nest Protect on the grill. I think that's great. I absolutely love it. It was really fun working with West Coast Customs and Home Depot. It's just great.
So what do you think, guys? Good?
It's amazing. You guys have
Fantastic.
definitely outdone yourselves.
It was fun.
Couldn't be happier.
Really, really impressed. We're really excited to show people what Nest Protect is all about.
Thank you
Thank
so
you.
much. It's awesome.
Can I actually drive it?
Yeah, you ready?
Yeah, let's go.
Sure.
Let's go.
Let's do it. So I think the reveal went well. I walked Doug and Zaz around the fire truck just to kind of show them each little area.
This is really fun.
It showcases our product, shows how it works, it explains how it works, and then for me, it's time to get back to the shop and get on to the next build. Next week on West Coast Customs. One of my good clients and good friends is Justin Bieber. A while ago, we built him a CTSV, but now it's time for the next one. Whoa, whoa, whoa. You weren't lying about some big hinges, huh?
Beautiful, nice.
You know, I got a new generation of the Jimenez family. It's about to find out that it ain't easy.
So he will give you the CTSV back.